It's one of the ones that piqued my interest. I was like, ooh, single eyeshadows. I love a single eyeshadow on sale, on sale. And then I was just like, no, Hannah, no, no. My name is Hannah, and this is my beauty budget. Okay, I decided to make a video about Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty sale. The sale is happening right now. Everyone's making videos about it. Everyone's really excited about it. And I wanted to make a video because as an aspiring, mindful consumer, this sale kind of gets my goat. And it's because it's not a store-wide percentage off. They only put specific things on sale. So if you want to shop the sale, they're not letting you choose what you buy at the sale. They are choosing for you. The offerings are just a tiny fraction of what's available on the market. So for me, as long as I remain mindful and careful about what I allow into my home, the chance that there's going to be any overlap between what I actually want and what's available for sale on the calendar is always going to be very, very slim. But the discount is extreme, 50% off. It makes us feel like the sale is packed with amazing deals, and it gives us this sense of urgency. It feels like these things are never gonna be this cheap ever again, and they're available for one day only. So it's like it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's now or never. I think it's a dirty trick, but even I feel the urge. I glance over the calendar and there's nothing on there that I want, but I have the feeling that I should want to want some of the things that are on sale so that I won't miss out on the deals. But I hope that you guys are remembering, and I am trying hard to remember, that if you buy something even at 50% off that you wouldn't otherwise have bought, you are not saving money, you're spending money. It's so hard to remember that during this sale in particular. So to remind myself, first and foremost, I am going to sit here right now and anti-haul every single thing that is on offer on the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty calendar. I am going to, for once in my life, attempt to be succinct. I'm going to go through Genevieve Field's style and knock them all out one by one. Wish me luck. Let's go ahead and get into the meat of the video. So I'm filming this on the 19th. This is the third day of the 21 days. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and go back and start at the beginning, even though I've already missed 2 days of sales. I'm hoping that this will be up for you tomorrow, Wednesday, the 20th, but if not, it will definitely be on Thursday. So on Sunday, March 17th, Tarte's Mascara Lights Camera Lashes was on sale for half off. I'm not in the market for mascara right now. I have a really good mascara that I love, going strong, and then I have a couple of others that I'm trying to finish, and I think I even have one that someone sent me, one backup. So this is not a time for me to be buying mascara, and even if it were, I have no interest in lights camera lashes. I've never heard anyone say anything to indicate that it's a must try for me. Hard pass. On Sunday, Lancome's mascara primer was also on sale for 50% off. I feel like mascara primers are something that I use if they float into my life, but not something that I can be bothered to buy. I prefer to just have a mascara that really, really builds on itself and makes my lashes super dramatic instead of having to open one product and use it and wait for it to dry and then open another one and use it and wait for it to dry. Sunday also offered a 6-week supply of Exuviance Performance Peel. I don't even know what that is, and I don't care. The Perricone MD Vitamin C Ester Collection was on sale on Sunday. I assume that that means everything in the Perricone MD Vitamin C Ester range was 50% off. There's nothing in that range that I know anything about except for their sunscreen. And that's a sunscreen that I used to buy full price over and over again. At 50% off, it was probably $40, something like $40, because I think it's about $80. And the bottle that I buy from Erin's Faces is only $50, and it's for like 4 or 5 times as much as comes in that little jar. So it's not economically feasible. Even if I had just run out of my Erin's Faces sunscreen, I still don't think it would be a good economic choice for me to have bought that one on sale at Ulta. So on Monday, the Dose of Colors Desi X Katy Friendcation eyeshadow palette went on sale. I've never really had any interest in that palette. I didn't want to buy it when it was around $50, and I didn't want to buy it when it was around $25 either. I have a lot of eyeshadow, I really don't need more, and I haven't bought any eyeshadow in 2019. So that means I haven't bought eyeshadow since 2017, and I'm very proud of my streak. There are some eyeshadows that I want. I want to try some of the singles from Nabla, and I want to get some more of those JD Glow Galaxy shadows. If I were going to buy eyeshadow, I would make a purchase from one of those two brands. And those single shadows add up quickly. I think for $25, I would only be able to get like 2 or 3 of those eyeshadows, and I would much rather spend my $25 on those ones that I've been really wanting than on this palette that I've never really wanted. I guess on Monday some sort of Teamy Blends Detox Green Tea Mask was on sale for $15, which means it's $30 full price. That seems so expensive for that product to me. All I know about Teamy Blends is they're one of those brands that tries to get influencers to promote weight loss with tea, and I'm really not that into that, and I'm not that into their skincare either, and I've never heard anyone talk about this, so why? The Smashbox Cali Contour Palette was 50% off. I guess it's usually $40 and it was down to $20. I don't really contour, and even if I did, a contour palette would be a dumb thing for me to buy, because if I decided I wanted to contour, I would have to search high and low for a shade that would suit me, and I guarantee that in kind of a mass market contour palette, there's not going to be one, and even if there was one, I wouldn't want to buy the whole palette just for the one. And then there was a Murad product on sale on Monday, the Anti-Aging Acne Cleanser, Time Release Acne Cleanser. It was on sale for $20, down from, I guess, $40. I already have an anti-acne cleanser that I use. It's the Mario Badescu Glycolic Cleanser, and it only costs $16, and the bottle is a lot bigger than this bottle was. Tuesday, March 19th, that's today when I'm filming this. Hopefully when you're watching this, it will have been yesterday, probably though the day before. The Mario Badescu Botanical Exfoliating Scrub was 50% off. I've actually tried this product and I didn't like it. It was very jelly and slimy, and then kind of very foamy, and had these big like exfoliating beads in it, and it just felt kind of like ho-hum. It didn't do anything for me. I would never buy that product even at 50% off. The Bare Minerals Veil Finishing Powder and the Bare Skin Perfecting Veil. I'm not sure of the difference between the two of those, but I don't really powder my face. On the rare occasions when I need to, I have a powder that I use, and the one that I have I'm going through very slowly. I feel like if I were going to invest in an interesting smoothing powder, I would want to try one like the Hourglass one, like one that's innovative and new and been getting a lot of attention lately, and I would rather pay full price for a thing like that, something that feels exciting and relevant to me right now, than just pick up one of these just because it happens to only be $14. The Skin Iceland eye cream is on sale. I have eye creams and I don't particularly want to get into an expensive eye cream. I would never buy a backup of one just because it's on sale, because then it would just sit there for whatever length of time it's going to take me to go through the ones that I have, and during the time that it's sitting there, it gets older and older, and it might already be old. That might be why they put it on sale. And then the Dermablend foundation drops are also on sale today when I'm filming this. I feel like complexion products are so personal and specific. I never buy a complexion product without sampling it first. I would never buy this product without having gone into the store, gotten a little sample, brought it home, tried it on my face with my products, and worn it all day. And so I wouldn't buy this on sale or not on sale. I feel like it always takes a long search to get a complexion product that's great. And I don't want a ton of complexion products. I only want to have the very few star products that work perfectly for me. So I'm just not in the habit of buying one just to find out if it works. If I want to find out if a complexion product works, I get a sample. All right, moving on to Wednesday, March 20th. The MAC Pro Longwear paint pots are on sale. This is interesting because when I looked through the whole calendar, this was one of the only things that kind of caught my eye because I've always been interested in this product. I've never tried one in person, I've never owned one. They are iconic, they always get talked about. So I was like, oh, this could be a chance to try the MAC Pro Longwear paint pot for only $11 instead of having to spend $22 on one. But I have eye primers. I actually have 2 eye primers right now, and eye primers last forever. Forever. I think the one that I had going during my no-buy year lasted like 14 months. And if I have 2 right now, that's over 2 years of time that I have during which I'm good for eye primers. If I picked up one of these at $11, that would push it to over 3 years. I would have 3.5 years of eye primer in my drawer, and I don't want that. I don't want to be 3.5 years ahead with a product like this because it just seems like unsanitary. I don't want to have them all open for that long. I think what would end up happening is that I would throw one out without having used it up. It just wouldn't be worth it. I would so much rather wait until my 2 years are over and the 2 that I have are used up and then go buy one of these at full price. The Proactive Adapalene Gel is on sale. I think that that's some kind of retinoid or retinol alternative, and I already have a retinoid that I use, so I wouldn't want to double up on that type of skincare product with this. No interest. Sugar Pill lipsticks are going to be 50% off tomorrow. I've never wanted to buy a Sugar Pill lipstick ever in my life, and so I didn't even know how much they cost, and so it means nothing to me that they are only $9 tomorrow and they're usually $18. I just, nothing. The Sarah Happ Lip Slip Clear Luxe Gloss, same thing. I have heard of Sarah Happ. I've heard her lip products are great, but I have glosses and those are one of the products that it's hardest for me to go through because I just don't use them as frequently as I use my lip colors. I definitely don't want to be buying a gloss right now, no matter what kind of sale. And this one in particular, I've never wanted it. I've never wanted it. I've never wanted it at $20 and I don't want it at $10. All of the Flesh Beauty lip products are 50% off. When I saw this, I had one of those moments where I was like, ooh, Flesh Beauty, I've always kind of wanted to try that. Maybe there's a lip product in there that I really do want. Let me go click through and see, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, Hannah, what are you doing? There are some other lip products that I really want, even though I've been buying so many and I've been attracting so many like a magnet. There's a Bobbi Brown one that I really want to try. There's maybe a Dose of Colors one that I really want to try. There are a couple that I kind of want. Why would I trick myself into, for the first time in my life, wanting a Flesh Beauty lip product just because they're 50% off, when I could just take the $9 or $12 that I would be spending on that product that I never ever wanted, and I could put that towards one of the other ones that I'm actually kind of in my mind saving up for. Also, I recently saw Michelle Wong, who I really trust, reviewing Flesh Beauty on her channel, and it sounded like everything really disappointed her, including the lip products. 50% off of Ico eyeliners. They're usually $22. That seems like a lot of money for something I've literally never heard of before. I mean, I've heard people talking about them, but I've never looked at them, I've never thought about them, never wanted them, don't want one, even if it's $11. All right, moving on to Thursday, which will probably be the day that this video posts. The Becca primers are 50% off. I like the Backlight and the First Light priming filters. I think that I've had little sample sizes of each one of those, but I have primers now. I have a primer right now that I'm using. I have another primer that I'm almost finished with, and I just don't need, I think I have 3 primers right now. Why would I add a fourth primer to my collection of primers, even if these were my absolute favorite ones of all time, which they're not? They're just like good solid ones. Here's how I feel. I would take a Becca primer for free. That's how I feel about them. If someone gave me one that she wasn't using, I would gladly accept it. I would use it up, but I would never buy one. I don't think that they're purchase worthy, even at 50% off of the regular price of $39, which is so much money. Clarisonic brush heads are on the calendar for today. I do have a Clarisonic and I do replace the brush head every once in a while. I only use mine about once a week, so I don't feel like I need to replace the brush head as frequently. And right now I just have one brush head and it's the one that's on my Clarisonic. It's not going to need to be replaced probably until July. I don't want to buy something in March that I'm not going to need until July just to save $20. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to store it in my bathroom for $20. Oh, it's just the applicator brush heads that are on sale. I don't even need or want one of those. I just anti-hauled a thing that isn't even on this list. Now you know how I feel about things. All right, the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Overnight Cream, regular $75. Now on sale for $37.50, $40. That's still way too much for a little Hannah to be spending on a night cream, especially a night cream in a jar. I would go through that thing so fast. I would go through it in probably less than a month because I use a lot of night cream at night. We all know this. The one that I'm buying is like $8, the cactus cream. That's what I'm into. I'm not into spending this much money on this type of skincare product. All right, and the Saint Tropez Self Tan Purity Bronzing Water Face Mist. Literally the last thing I want is for my skin on my face to be even darker than the skin on my neck. I feel like the only reason I would ever use this would be to like just darken my neck and not my face. Because already in the summer my face just gets a couple of shades darker than my neck, and I really hate that. I don't want to tan myself. I'm not a tanner. I don't want to be kissed with a golden glow. All right, Friday, March 22nd, the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette is going to be on sale. And we already talked about eyeshadows, and it's the same situation. It's going to be on sale for $25. If I were going to spend $25 on eyeshadows, I would spend it on some singles from JD Glow or from Nabla. I've never wanted this palette, and I don't want it now just because it's on sale for $25. It's only worth $25. It's worth less than $25. That's why they're selling it at this price. And it's not even worth that amount to me because there are other things that I would cherish more. Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. We already talked about eyeshadow primer. This is the one that I had during my no-buy year that it took like 14 months to use up. And it would just make literally 0 sense at all for me to get one of these and keep it new in its box in the back of my drawer for 2 years. These Peter Thomas Roth skincare products are on sale. The Hungarian Thermal Mask and Moisturizer. I don't really mask anymore, really. I sheet mask, I like sheet masks, but I'm gonna link right now my video about how my no-buy year changed my skincare routine, and I will timestamp it in the description box below, the part where I talked about masks, the part where I talked about how much masking was costing me before my no-buy year. And if you haven't seen that, I really recommend it, especially if you love masks or if you have like a large collection of masks. I am just very wary of purchasing any kind of like cream or jar mask anymore. I don't think that it's a good deal, and I don't think it's a good way to spend my money on my skin. So I have no interest in that. And then the same thing with the moisturizer, no interest, no good. And then the Dr. Brandt Needles No More Expression Line Smoother. This appears to be a little teeny jar of some kind of magic potion that visibly relaxes the look of lines. And that just sounds scammy to me and not worth the $44 that it is on sale. All right, Saturday, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz is going to be 50% off. That will make it $10.50, which is more than twice the price of the one that I am now using, which is the ColourPop Brow Boss. That is a $5 brow pencil, and it's pretty much exactly the same as the ABH one to me. Even though this was my old favorite, why would I spend twice as much on it? Even though spending twice as much as the ColourPop one is better than spending 4 times as much on the ColourPop one, it's still not as good of a choice as just buying the ColourPop one. The Philosophy Time in a Bottle In Control Resist Renew Repair Serum. It's eye serums. Okay, so I didn't even ask, like, what is this? The Philosophy has some kind of eye product. Also a magic potion that's on sale. Obviously I've never heard of this, and the fact that it's on sale isn't gonna like suck me in enough to cause me to research about it enough so that I whip myself up into a frenzy of wanting it. Like, why would I do that? Again, when I have eye products already in my arsenal. The Clinique High Impact Favorites Kit. This includes a mascara that I tried a sample of one time and truly hated, an eyeliner I think, which I definitely don't need any more of, and a little cream in a little tiny jar, which I hate. I hate it when there's cream, like a sample, deluxe sample size of a cream, and it's in one of those little tiny jars where the mass of the jar itself like takes up more space than the cream inside. It's just like a dollop of cream in there. And they trick you by making it a teeny tiny version of the big jar. So you're like, it's a jar of cream, but it's not. It's like one squirt in there. Like, what is that? Why would I spend like $13 of my money on that, all that stuff? There's some kind of benefit-free brow. If you buy a lot of stuff, they do your brows. I don't need that. 50% off Dermalogica Clear Start Blackhead Clearing Fizz Mask. I do not like things that fizz like that. It just, again, it just feels gimmicky to me. It's like a fizzing does not get blackheads out of your skin. Like you like fizzing action is not effective at extracting clogged pores. All right, Sunday, March 24th. Whew. We've got the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Silk Powder. There's like 100 words. I'm not going to read the whole title. I already talked to you about powders. I'm not interested in powders. The IT Cosmetics brushes for Ulta are on sale. When I saw this, I was like, because there is a brush from IT Cosmetics that I've had my eye on for a really long time. It's the number 8, I think, the ball brush, but that's not what's on sale. It's just these 2 brushes that IT Cosmetics made for Ulta, and I just don't need or want those. One of them looks exactly like the ball brush, but even if that ball brush that I wanted for a long time were on sale, I still wouldn't buy it during this sale because I like the idea of it because I saw Mariah Leonard using it and she's like perfect. But I have brushes that do exactly the same thing, and it's just not my practice right now to replace a functional thing that's old with a thing that does the same thing and that's only better because it's new or because Mariah Leonard used it. That's just not what I'm doing right now in my life. Murad Acne Cleanser and Oil Control Mattifier. I don't have oily skin. I definitely don't need a mattifier like that. And again, I already have a cleanser that helps keep my acne at bay. No interest. And then the Tarteist Pro Glow Brush Palette and Pro Remix Amazonian Clay Palette. Okay, so this is that colorful eyeshadow palette that Tarte came out with, and some kind of other Tarte palette. It's just like Tarte palettes. I don't need a face palette that's got a bunch of pink blushes and a bronzer in it. I don't need that. Same with the eyeshadow palette again. Like if I were gonna buy any of those eyeshadow palettes, any of the ones that have come up so far, probably the Desi and Katie one is the one I would have been most interested in, but I'm not interested in any of them. I'm interested in maybe one day over the next couple of months buying a small handful of single eyeshadows that I've been having my eye on and thinking about for ages. Not this monstrosity with the splatter paint packaging. Monday, March 25th, Lancome Primer. Again, I have primer. And this one's $21, even on sale. So much money. Skin Iceland eye gels. Again, I have eye gels. And here's what I don't like about these. They come in individual packages. The ones that I buy are like 50 of them in a huge tub. And so it's just one piece of packaging and you take them out and take them out. It's way better cost per use because I think that it's like $12 or $10 on Amazon for all 50. And this appears to be a packet of like 2 for $15. That's the sale price. Max Fix Plus is on sale. The scented ones, the scented Max Fix Pluses are on sale. Remember how I was talking about being a lip product magnet in one of my recent videos? I think I'm also a setting spray magnet, and I actually took out my setting sprays and I put them here behind me. I wouldn't buy them right now. Like I wouldn't buy one right now. And it takes me kind of a while to go through setting spray. I don't powder, so I don't set my face every day. I feel like I kind of have a lifetime supply right here. All right, and then the Bare Minerals Statement Luxe Shine Lipstick and Gen Nude Radiant Lipsticks are on sale. Again, I have lip products that I do want to buy, And I'm sort of trying to put myself on a lip product no buy. Like I'm trying not to buy any right now because I have enough. I have too many. And I've never wanted any of these before. I've never looked at the listings. I've never wanted a Bare Minerals lip product ever before in my life, and so I'm not gonna start wanting one now. Tuesday, March 26th, the Ofra Nikki Tutorials Highlighting Trio is on sale. I am completely done with buying face palettes that have a range of shades, some of which won't work on my skin tone. Some kind of dietary supplement, the Zero Vital dietary supplement, never heard of it, not currently taking it, costs $99 when it's not on sale. So I definitely don't ever want to start taking it because that's a lot to be paying for a dietary supplement. All the Butter London lip products are on sale on that day. And again, I've never wanted one. So I'm not going to click through and learn about them to drum up a desire that didn't exist before. The Kate Somerville Wrinkle Warrior 2-in-1 Plumping Moisturizing Serum. I do know about this product because I had a little, do I still? Look at this. I've had this for like a year and it's half done. I haven't been able to get through it because it has this kind of slimy, slippery, silicone-y feeling, and I don't like skincare layers, like serum layers that feel like they have silicone in them, because I feel like anything I then put on top of that is not going to be able to penetrate that layer to get through to my skin. So I used this, I tried it once or twice, and then I was never able to knock out the rest of the sample because I just don't like putting it on my skin. I'm gonna throw this away right now. Whew, I feel lighter. And clear hard pass on the full-size bottle of that thing for a sale price of $47.50. That makes me feel like I just threw away like $3 worth of bad serum. All right, the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer is on sale for $21, down from its regular $42. So expensive for a primer. And again, I don't need primer. If I desperately needed a primer, I feel like even then I don't think I would want to buy this one because it just feels like not good value for money. It's a nice product, but it's very fancy in this big fancy jar, and I just know I would go through it in like a month. If I wanted to buy it again then after that, it would be $42. It just seems like much ado about nothing. And I know it's a good product. I think I had a sample of it once, and it's nice. I'm not saying it's not a good product. It just seems overpriced even at this price. The Pure 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Foundation. This is a pure mineral foundation that's usually $30 and it's on sale for about $15. I doubt that they have a shade that's light enough for my skin. And also I don't want a mineral powder foundation. I don't want to wear one of those right now. No interest. The Cali Glow Highlighter from Persona. There does look like there might be one that's light enough for me, but again, like I've never wanted that. I have plenty of highlighters. I've heard that it's lovely, but if I were gonna buy another highlighter right now, it would be the opalescent shade of the Stila Putty highlighter. I really, really like the looks of that one. It's not on sale. It looks kind of, the packaging looks kind of like this. So when I first saw this in the catalog, I was like, oh my gosh, is the Stila one on sale? The Stila Heaven's Hue, that's the one that I'm talking about, but it's not. And I think that it's like $32 or something like that. So why would I take $12 that I could have spent towards the one I really, really want, which is the Stila one, and spend it on this one that I really don't have much of an interest in? Because then after I did spend it, I would get this highlighter. It would have been such a good deal. It would have been only $12. Then it would be in my drawer. And then I would keep wanting the Stila one, and I would have $12 fewer to spend on it. And then eventually I would probably buy it because it's the one I really, really wanted to begin with. And then they would both be in my drawer. And then when I opened my drawer, I would reach for the Stila one. 50% off all Nude Sticks lip products. There was a time during my no-buy year when all I wanted was that Nude Stick lip in boho. I think it was the Ultra Matte. There were all these Nude Stick lip products that I really, really wanted during my no-buy year. I just had this like wistful love affair with nude sticks from afar when I wasn't allowed to buy anything. And then every time I go into Sephora, I try them on my lips and I always feel like kind of dry. So I'm not going to try to resurrect that past desire just so that I can buy one on sale, when if this sale hadn't happened, I would just be proceeding forward through my life not buying one. The Beauty Bakery setting powder is on sale. I don't need a setting powder, no interest. The Kapari Coconut Rose Toner is on sale. That's, again, it's like a spray, it's like a toner spray. That's what some of these are. These are all sprays. There are different kinds of sprays, like toner, setting, whatever. It's kind of all the same to me, to be honest. Don't need a toner spray. No Kapari, no. Thursday, March 28th, the Buxom Full-On Plumping Lip Cream is on sale. Someone just sent me, Tara just sent me a mini of the Buxom Full-On Plumping Lip Cream in some color, like a pale, very pale color. And that's all the Buxom Full-On Plumping Lip Cream that I'll ever need. The Dermadoctor Kadaku C Intensive Vitamin C Peel Pad with ferulic acid and vitamin E. Okay, so these are pads. From what I can tell just from looking at the picture and reading the title, because I'm not going to do the research. I mean, this video, oh my god, I thought I was going to be able to bust through it quickly, but even quickly, it's still like hundreds of products. The point is, the product that's in this pad thing, all the same ingredients are in my Timeless Vitamin C Serum that's in my fridge right now. That costs $20 for 3 months. This costs usually $80. And there's no way there's a 3-month supply in the box that contains all of these little individual peel pads and like individual paper wrappers. All right, Philosophy Renewed Hope in a Jar. Don't need a cream in a jar. Don't need a cream moisturizer for $20. And Philosophy, I don't know, I feel like they're very like all about the font and the scent and the titles of the things, and not so much about the quality of the skincare. Clinique Quick Liner, so it's like a Clinique eyeliner that's on sale. I just don't need any more eyeliner. Like I have this drawer, and I used to not have too many eyeliners. This is eyeliners and lip liners mixed together, so it's both, okay? It's just, if I ever feel tempted to buy an eyeliner, I just look in here. Friday, March 29th, the Tartelette Toasted Eyeshadow Palette from Tarte. If I had ever wanted this enough to buy it at any price, I would have already bought it. The Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Booster Serum. So this is an eye serum. Again, it's like a very expensive eye product. They're really into trying to get you to buy very expensive eye products during this sale. And they're still expensive on sale. Oh, okay. The Cover FX Shimmer Veil is on sale on March 29th. If you watched my single highlighter declutter recently, then you know that this is something that I actually want. I've actually considered buying this. I've put the Shimmer Veil in the lightest shade, I believe, into my cart before, and it's something that I want. So now we've come up against that thing where it's like, okay, something that I've actually historically wanted to buy, it's on sale. It's $14, which is so much less than the regular $28. But I'm still not gonna buy it during this sale. The want is kind of theoretical. Like I love the one I have, which is the amethyst one, but I don't get that much use out of it because of its individual color. It's quite pink on me, and it's quite a strong look. So I thought if I could have a more mild and neutral version of it, I would use it more often, which is true. But it's not eating me alive with burning desire. It's just something that I would use if I had it. And I've considered buying it from time to time. But I wasn't planning on buying it anytime soon. It wasn't in my Ulta cart. I wasn't gonna throw it in the next time I placed an order. I sort of just thought that I would use it if I had it and that I would kind of like it, and it's kind of on my radar. And that feeling, that's not a $14 feeling or a $28 feeling. That's just not the kind of feeling that I want to allow to cause me to buy a thing. Sale or no sale, I want to buy a thing when I know that I really, really, really feel like it's worth not just the actual amount of money, but the peace of my soul that it takes for me to make a purchase and to bring a new thing into my home. The Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Loose Setting Powder is on sale. Don't use setting powder, no interest in this product. The Shiseido Brightening Cleansing Foam is on sale. I don't need a second cleanser. Select velour lashes are on sale on this day. I almost never wear false lashes, and I do have some, so if I wanted to wear them on any given day, I could just wear the ones that I already have. Don't need that. All right, Saturday, March 30th, the Stila Stay All Day Liner is 50% off. I don't use liquid liner. I don't really do cat eyes. Oh, you know what though? I have one. I have the M Cosmetics one and it's really nice. And on the rare occasions when I do a winged liner like that, I use that one. The Mario Badescu drying lotion is going to be 50% off on that day. I've used that product in the past and I do think it's effective and I do like it, but I currently have an anti-acne product that I use for spot treatment. So I don't feel like I need more than one at a time. The Dermablend setting powder is on sale. It's a powder, no interest. The Lipstick Queen shade shifters. I really don't like this type of product. I really don't like a thing that's like changes based on your pH. I think it's been a gimmick since the beginning of time. It all just looks bright pink on me. It always looks some shade of pinky pink on me. And I don't own any makeup in that pink color for a reason. It doesn't suit me. I think that's garbage and I have no interest in those. I do like Lipstick Queen, but not that shade shifting business, not that. All right, I think this is the final week. I think we are. I think we're getting into the final week now. 50% off Urban Decay eyeshadow singles. I like eyeshadow singles. I just told you that I'm kind of considering collecting a couple of eyeshadow singles if I break my no eyeshadow buying streak at some point this year. However, these are so expensive. Full price, they're $20 to $22 for a single eyeshadow, and none of them is as incredible as the ones that I want to try from JD Glow and Nabla. Half off, they're $10 to $11 each, and that is still more. I think some of the Nabla ones might be 10 or even 12. So it's the same or more as all of the ones that I have my eye on. And I don't have my eye on any of the ones from Urban Decay. So it's just an easy no. It's one of the ones that piqued my interest. I was like, ooh, single eyeshadows. I love a single eyeshadow on sale, on sale. And then I was just like, no, Hannah, no, no. All right, the Origins Travel and Trial Kit, usually $30, gonna be $15, a $56 value, but of no value to me. This would be of no value to me unless I were an avid user of Origins and I literally used all of these products on a daily basis and that was my entire routine. Then it would be of value to buy this because I could take this when I went traveling and I could just continue my routine. But I don't use any of these products. In fact, there's one in there that I know that I don't like because it dried out my skin, that overnight mask, or the Nitamins, the new formulation of Nitamins. Didn't like that at all. No interest. The Sugar Rush by Tarte Preppy Precision Liner. Even if I were dying for an eyeliner and had not a one in the world, even if this drawer were empty, this is not the one that I would buy, even though it's $7 on sale. I don't want the preppy precision liner from Sugar Rush. The Exuviance Age Reverse Introductory Kit. I take a little bit of umbrage at this age reverse claim. I mean, not so much the claim, but like the sociological import of what they're trying to sell. I doubt that this will reverse my aging. I really doubt that it will reverse my aging. The kit of minis is usually $80, and so that must mean the full-size products are really expensive. This is just not a road that I would ever want to start down. I'm happy aging forward. Thank you very much. Laura Geller, some kind of primer called Spackle that's on sale. I got primer coming out my ears, and I've never heard of this one. So if I didn't have primer coming out any of my ears and I were going to buy one, it wouldn't be this one. The Perricone MD Cold Plasma Collection is going to be on sale on, I guess we're on to April 1st now. That the Laura Geller was the first one for April 1st. And this, I feel the same way about this as I did about the other Perricone MD collection that went on sale. I just don't want these extremely expensive small amounts of cream in jars that you open and close for $40 at the least at the sale price. The Clinique Moisture Surge 72-hour auto replenishing hydrator, same thing. I'm happy with my extremely inexpensive but extremely effective moisturizers. And the Too Cool for School Touch and Soul are IPKN. What is on sale even? Select brand. It just says select brand. The epicenter of new beauty technology is on sale. But I don't know anything about any of those products. I have no need for them. It's just a bunch of little stuff that's on. They're just trying to get you. They're just trying to get you to throw little things into your cart that you've never wanted, that you've never tried, that you're probably not gonna like. All right, April 2nd, the Lancome Venus palettes are on sale. I actually had a subscriber reach out to me recently and offer to send the Lancome, I think it was the Venus 1 and the Venus 2. She said she bought them and she never used them and she was wondering if I wanted them. And I said no, because I have so much eyeshadow and I didn't want to just add 2 more palettes into my collection, again, that I've never considered buying. The First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. I like this product. When a friend comes to me and is like, I've never done any skincare, or I've only done the minimum of skincare, what should I do? And I say, well, the first thing you should do is incorporate an acid into your skincare, like kind of an all-purpose acid. And then the person's like, acid? That sounds terrifying. What does that mean? How do I go about it? And I'm trying to kind of bring the person into the fold of chemical exfoliation. This is the product that I always recommend because it's not super expensive as acids go. They're very easy to use because they're pads, so they're easy to remember. It does a little bit of physical exfoliation. I've gotten a lot of my friends gently hooked on good skincare routines with this product. So I like this product. And if someone gave me 1 jar of this, I would use it. But I have an acid toner. I have my Lotion P50. This serves the exact same purpose as that. And Lotion P50 is like the Rolls Royce of this category of product. So why would I buy, I don't know, the regular car? I think I'm running out of steam, you guys. I think I might be running out of steam. All right, the Estee Lauder Day Wear Multi-Protection Antioxidant 24-Hour Moisture Cream Broad Spectrum SPF 15. I dislike everything about this. I don't like the way the jar looks. I don't like the fact that it's SPF 15, which is not enough to protect anyone. And if you think that you're getting sun protection from your SPF 15 Estee Lauder moisturizer, and that's a problem because it means you might not be adequately protecting your skin with other stuff. I also suspect this of probably having chemical sunscreen in it, which is something that I don't use. And it just seems like probably not good. It seems like people might be buying this because they're buying the Estee Lauder name, but it is not to Estee Lauder that I will ever turn for this kind of product for a number of reasons. And then lastly on that day, the Dermadoctor High Potency Evening Oil. It's a replenishing oil powered by vitamin C. I have vitamin C elsewhere in my routine in its proper place in the morning as a serum first thing. And then I have other oils for the evening. All right, we have 4 days left. I'm powering through. I'm gonna start going uber fast. All right, Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. No. Philosophy Ultimate Miracle Worker SPF. What? Firmer skin, smaller pores. This appears to be a Philosophy sunscreen that I've never heard of. I love my Aaron's Faces sunscreen and there's no way under the sun that this could possibly be better than it, and it's definitely not more cost effective even at the sale price. The Boscia Botanical Besties. Again, this is like a little mini sample set of travel size stuff. Little minis bumping around. There's nothing I love less at this point than having a bunch of little minis that I have to use up or figure out who to give it to or throw it away, which feels horrible. No, I don't want any more of that stuff in my life, and I definitely wouldn't pay $22 to bring a bunch of those little things into my life. The Better Skin Miracle Cream and Lava Magic. Never heard of this. Better Skin Co. 2 ways to smooth and radiant skin. Maybe one's like a mask and one's a cream. I don't know. I don't need a mask and I don't need a cream. The Mamonde Rose Water Toner. Tone, prep, and hydrate all at once. This appears not to be a spray, but rather to be just like a toner. But I have a toner, and toner, it's one of the hardest things for me to work into my routine because it's the first step that I'm the most likely to skip. I definitely don't want to have toners coming out my ears. It's I want to use the one that I bought that I like. Let's all calm down about the toners. Let's let toners rest. Also, what even is a toner? It's like an essence, serum, toner. I mean, I kind of know the difference, but I'm not sure which one this is trying to be, and I don't care. Meaningful Beauty Creme de Serum. This is a product I've never laid eyes on before in my life, but it's usually $65. And I wouldn't want to buy a $65 serum that I've never heard of, even at $32, to find out whether it's great or not. Because if it is great, then I'm spending $65 next month when I run out. And if it's not great, then I just wasted $32 and put who knows what onto my skin. The Tula Hydrating Day and Night Cream with probiotics. Again, it's a cream in a jar. It's an expensive cream in a jar. Not interested. I mean, I have cream in a jar that I'm using, but it's cheap, and that's how I'm gonna roll from here on out. All right, Thursday, April 4th, the Tarte Quick Dry Matte Lip Paint and the Glossy Lip Paint. I just passed on a Quick Dry Matte Lip Paint from Tarte, didn't I? Yes, I can't remember what it was. I had some Tarte lip products in my purgatory box. I didn't keep any of them. I am not compelled by Tarte's lip products. The Exuviance Age Reverse Eye Contour. Age Reverse again, no thank you. More eye products that are wildly expensive, no thank you. And then the Buxom palettes are 50% off. Once again, if I'm gonna buy eyeshadow, I'm not gonna spend it on Buxom palettes, even if they're on sale. All right, second to last day, you guys. Second to last day, we're almost there. The Too Faced bronzers are going to be on sale on April 5th. I don't really use bronzer like that. I use like bronze colored blushes kind of as bronzer. I don't turn bronze when I get sun, I turn blush color, so I can use blush where people use bronzer. And then I do have a couple of bronzy type products. I've never wanted a Too Faced bronzer. There's probably not one light enough for me. No interest. The Mario Badescu Vitamin C Serum is on sale for $22. That is the same price as the one that I have from Timeless, but the one that I have from Timeless is state of the art, and I would not replace it with a product from Mario Badescu. I consider Mario Badescu to be kind of a utilitarian skincare brand. Like, I would go to them for cleansers, maybe a cleansing oil, maybe a toner, things on the outer edges of my routine. But for those heavy hitters at the center of my routine, I want really good, top quality, potent skincare, and I don't really see that coming from Mario Badescu. MAC Prep and Prime, never tried it. It says it fades redness and adds radiance. That piques my interest a little bit, and it makes me want to get a sample of it someday and see what it's like. But you know what else fades redness? My primers that I already have and my color corrector. And you know what else adds radiance? A bunch of my skincare products and a bunch of my highlighters. And then there's a Strivectin Wrinkle Recode Line Transforming Melting Serum that's supposed to tighten, firm, revitalize. It's like another anti-aging miracle potion that's usually $90. I didn't really think about this before this video, but all of these anti-aging products, they're like, it's such a good deal, it's 50% off. I just think it's worth thinking about before you get so excited that something that purports to be amazing is 50% off. Like, think about whether it's really gonna do what it says, and then think about the implications of it actually doing what it says, what that would mean for you and your skincare routine and your finances in the future. All right, I had to change the battery, and I had to change the memory card, and I had to change everything, and we should be good to go for the rest of the video. Fingers crossed. We are finally up to the last day of the sale, which will be April 6th, and we are up to the product that many of you have probably been waiting for me to talk about, and that is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Elastic Stretch Volumizing Mascara. The mascara that I have declared time and time again here on my channel is my favorite mascara of all time. How can you anti-haul your favorite mascara of all time when it's on sale? Regular price $24, now just $12. How? Here is how. I genuinely don't want to buy a backup of mascara right now. I just don't. I have a full size of IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. The enduringly lovely Judy sent it to me a couple of months ago, and I'm well into it. It's disgusting. It's reminding me about my one qualm when it comes to this product, which is that it gets all gunked up around the edge on the top. It gets dry and kind of disgusting and difficult. It's gotten to the point where it's a little bit difficult to use. I am so grateful to have the one that I have right now. I love using it. It's been great, but I don't feel confident enough that I will want to go out and replace it exactly immediately when this tube is done to buy it now at whatever price. I just don't want to have a full clean one sitting in the back of my drawer, locking me into using it when the one that I have runs out. I want to have space in the back of my drawer, I want to have space in my mind, and I want to be able to decide in the future what I want in the future. I've been getting messages left and right from people being like, the superhero, your favorite mascara, it's on sale. Hannah, it's on sale, it's on sale. And I'm just like, I don't care, my darlings, I don't care. And then we have the Dermalogica Dynamic Skin Recovery Broad Spectrum SPF Total Hydration and Protection. This appears to be a sunscreen. I already have a sunscreen that I super love, and the sunscreen that I have and that I love doesn't cost even that much more than this one costs when it's on sale, same as a bunch of the other expensive sunscreens we've been looking at on this calendar. Benefit Gimme Brow Volumizing Eyebrow Gel. I can't stand the packaging of Benefit stuff. And I'm just that hoe when it comes to packaging. I do not want this thing around. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to it. The last item that is on the calendar on the last day of the sale is the Lorac Pro Palette 3. Yet another eyeshadow palette that I have never wanted and that I do not want to spend any of the money that I am saving for other eyeshadows upon. And that, goodness gracious, is it. That is it. Hilariously, there is something in my cart at Ulta right now. It's the highlighter that I was talking about before, the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter in Opalescence, I believe that's what it's called. Maybe I'll go ahead and buy it rebelliously during the sale and pay full price and shipping, just to prove to Ulta and the world how little I care about 50% off stuff I never wanted. That was a joke. I'm probably not gonna buy it. Probably. I hope this has been fun to watch. And at the very least, I hope that it helps some of you make a distinction between products that you were already planning to buy in the near future and that you are super lucky to get at 50% off during the sale, and products that you were never going to buy and that you still don't need, even though they're 50% off. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to take extra good care of yourself this week so that you can be the most effective version of yourself as you do your work in the world.